Di ba?
If I may just add, no, I mean, let's not take things out of context. Let's remember that, as public servants, bahagi po talaga ng trabaho namin yon, tulad ng sinabi ni SDS Dong, na lahat ng tao gusto kaming kausapin, lahat ng sektor gusto makipanayam, ang ating speaker, lahat ng mga grupo na anuman ang kanilang interest sa buhay o ng kanilang organisasyon, gusto makaharap ang speaker. And like any Filipino meeting, it always ends with a picture. So sa akin, it shouldn't be taken with malice. It had nothing to do with ill intent, and the photo was just used for propaganda and for political.
Well, how many times, di ba, na sinabi basta't sa Malolos kami with the Speaker and Senator Ligarda and with Senator Villar that time na pinapakiusap, if you stop PI, which is wala naman kami ng PI, na they will embrace RBH6 and they will pass that RBH6 before March. So, ang worry ko lang na baka si Senator Migs, hindi niya makukuha yung 3/4 votes. Baka wala silang 18 botong makukuha dito sa RBH6. Yun lang ang worry ko. Yun lang ang iniisip ko. Kaya, ang sabi nila, there is a development yesterday, as I have said, na sinuspend na ng COMELEC ang pagtanggap ng mga signature. And I repeat, sinasabi nila and few senators na tigilan niyo yung pirma. At yan, may development yesterday, nasuspend na nga. So yun ang sinasabi ko. They promise us with the Speaker na ipasa nila yung RBH6 before March.
Sir, may violation ba dun sa sinasabing pakipag-meet? Speaker doon sa mga nagpupush mo?
No? Alam mo, lahat naman nakikipag-meet kay Speaker eh. Alam mo, pag nakipag-meet kay Speaker, gusto magpa-picture taking, lahat naman kami, di ba? Yung mga bisita, lahat gusto makita si Speaker, aakyat sa taas, ang daming tao. Sabi niya, SDS, pwedeng magpa-picture kay Speaker. Ang daming umihingi ng tulong kay Speaker. Di ba? Not only that, ang dami talagang various helps sapagkat alam natin nakakatulong naman po si Speaker. Para sa akin yung pictures, wala. Kasi yan, normally, ginagawa natin lahat yan. Grupo kami, mapapicture kami. Pero that meaning to say, pinag-uusapan tayo nga dito. Di ba?
If I may just add, no, I mean, let's not take things out of context. Let's remember that, as public servants, bahagi po talaga ng trabaho namin yon, tulad ng sinabi ni SDS Dong, na lahat ng tao gusto kaming kausapin, lahat ng sektor gusto makipanayam, ang ating speaker, lahat ng mga grupo na anuman ang kanilang interest sa buhay o ng kanilang organisasyon, gusto makaharap ang speaker. And like any Filipino meeting, it always ends with a picture. So sa akin, it shouldn't be taken with malice. It had nothing to do with ill intent, and the photo was just used for propaganda and for political gain.
May I just share my perspective, as an ordinary district representative. Questions have been thrown and doubts have been cast on the nature of the People's Initiative, A People's Initiative is something that stems organically from the people. And in my district, this has been the case. And I think I speak on behalf of the other districts in the country. As district representatives, we are in direct engagement with our constituents. And when people face us and tell us their problems, mataas ang presyo ng ilaw, mataas ang presyo ng tubig, ng pangunahing bilihin, may kakulangan ng trabaho. And we are in a privileged position to know that most of these problems can be resolved by more investors in our country. We try to put on our thinking caps and legislate and come up with measures. And you know what? If the problem stems in the Constitution, I mean, masama ba na suportahan namin yung initiative ng taong bayan na gusto nilang more information about People's Initiative? It is our duty. In fact, the People's Initiative is reflected in our Constitution. Article 17, Section 2 actually states that Congress shall provide means for the implementation of the exercise of this right. It is a constitutional mandate. Congress should provide for the implementation and the exercise of these rights. So, ako, it hurts me na merong malicious interpretations, nagpa-picture lang kay Speaker, nagpa-picture lang sa aming mga congressman, kami na kaagad na nag-initiate. Para namang kino-question nyo yung kakayahan ng taong bayan na sila may gusto magkaroon ng pagbabago. This is not something new. Matagal na po, di po ba, Madjo Manix? Ilang kongreso na po, lahat halos ng speaker, pinag-uusapan ang constitutional reform. Even the former administration, the former president, won on the platform of constitutional reform. Di ba ang pinupush niya, federalism? So why are we acting all of a sudden that this is something new, this is something like a violation of the sacrosanct Constitution, when in fact many of the senators during their terms as congressmen were supportive of the idea of a constitutional reform. Change is something that is permanent in life, and we should be courageous enough to change what has to be changed to meet the changing times. So ako, People's Initiative to. Malinis ang hangarin ng House of Representatives. And I also believe na maraming senador ang sumasang-ayon sa constitutional reforms. In fact, to name a few, no? Pero hindi na ako magbabanggit. Alam nyo na sila, i-google nyo na lang. Ngayon, meron pa nga sila yung resolution of both houses, number 6. Oh, ganun na lang ba yun? Nasa papel? Let's walk the talk. Eh, ang daming usapan ngayon. Meron tayong merong Senate investigation about the PI. Eh, paraki pa. Eh, tinigilan na nga ng COMELEC. And sabi ganun, tama na. O, di sige. Pag-usapan na lang natin, let's spend our efforts on discussing RBH 6. Ika nga, si SP, Zubiri, and much to his credit, made a commitment to the House Speaker na tatrabahuin natin yan, both houses. Tapos, let's not waste time. So, ito lang masasabi ko sana, let's walk the talk. Kung seryoso kayo dyan sa RBH 6 na yan, pag-uusapan na natin, let's start the ball rolling. Huwag na natin pag-aksayahan itong panahon dyan sa ating Senate investigation. Kasi sinabi na ng COMELEC, tigilan na eh. So, magtrabaho na tayo. Let's walk the talk. Let's make it happen. And let's show the love to the Filipino people. There's nothing to fear about change. Eh ako nga eh, nagka-change din ako sa sarili kong buhay. Hindi naman lumubog ang langit. Ano po? So ito, Constitution, changing times. Gawa na natin ang paraan. Maraming problema ng taong bayan ang maaring maresolba pag yung mga economic provisions na yan ay maamyendahan natin. Madjo.
Yes, okay. Klaro po sa lahat. RBH 6, the final ng Senate, they want to amend the economic provisions of the Constitution, authored by no less than the Senate President, authored by 2 other senators. So, the senators themselves are telling this country, our fellow Filipinos, na kailangan amendahan ang ating 37-year-old Constitution. The House of Representatives also is in agreement that we have to update that 37-year-old Constitution. So, medyo nagugulan lang ako bakit yung discussion papunta sa People's Initiative na parang gusto lang, bakbakan ng isang tao. Why don't we elevate the level of discussion? Sabi nyo, RBH 6, authored by the Senate President, to amend economic provision. Anong sabi ng House? Yes, we are with it. We are with you our friends in the Senate in amending the economic provisions of this 37-year-old Constitution. So bakit, simulan na natin yung discussion, bakit parang, ewan ko ba kung may political motive na to stonewall again? Why don't we start the discussion on those economic provisions in the 37-year-old Constitution that has to be amended so we can help this country? Doon na po tayo dapat mag-debate, hindi yung sino nagpatawag, sino nagpapirma. People's initiative probably would not have happened this year if all the former speakers, Speaker Belmonte, Speaker Bebot Alvarez, Speaker Velasco, sino pa, lahat ng mga speaker na dumaan had their proposal to update the 1987 Constitution, no? Been heard, their proposals discussed, debated, and passed. Ulitin ko ha, daming speaker dumaan. Ngayon, nandito na tayo with their Constituent Assembly. Natatanda ako, second term ako congressman. Speaker Lord Velasco, RBH number 2, Constituent Assembly, voting separately. Transmit ng House of Representatives under Speaker Velasco. Sa Senate, anong nangyari? Namatay. Wala. Nangyari. Ngayon, last year, ano sabi ng Congress? Baka ayaw nila ng Constituent Assembly. Konkon natin. Binago. Last year, 302 authors. Constitutional Convention. Para wala ng senator, wala ng congressman, ang tao ang maghahalal ng kanilang konkon delegate. Last March pa, 302 authors. Strong stand from the House of Representatives transmitted to the Senate. 302 kami. Ito yung ang mas magandang proposal, konkon na, kasi wala kayong ginawa sa Constituent Assembly. Ano ngayon, January na. So you cannot blame people's groups who are already exasperated in waiting for the Senate and the House to come up with those very important updates to our Constitution. So ako, ngayon, may appeal. Let's start the discussion on those economic provisions that has to be updated. Ngayon, if they fear, sabihin ko na, if their fear is the People's Initiative na hindi namin maintindihan, bakit sila natatakot sa People's Initiative? Kasi wala na yung Senate, pati yung mga congressman, tao na yon. There is only one sure way to stop that People's Initiative. And this I appeal to our friends in the Senate. You pass your RBH 6 and the House of Representatives will welcome it. You transmit it to us, we will welcome it with two open arms. Version nyo na. Kayo na bahala, magbalangkas kung anong version gusto nyo, anong economic provision. You pass RBH 6, the People's Initiative will be dead in the water because everyone knows there can never be two initiatives in the span of 5 years. Unahan na natin. We will be with the Senate. Ipasa nyo, version nyo. Kayo na, a-adapt na namin. Well, no questions asked. Diba? Sabi ni Speaker, maski blood compact pa. Sige, mag-blood compact tayo. Baka iniisip nyo kung ano-ano yung mga guni-guni ninyo. Blood compact tayo, ipasa natin. Kasi kailangan ng Pilipinas yan eh. To amend the economic provisions, we need to update the 37-year-old Constitution. You transmit it to us, we hold a plebiscite. O paano pa magpe-plebiscito yung People's Initiative? Patay na siya. Diba? How do you stop that? Unahan natin. Hindi pwede dalawang plebiscito in the span of 5 years. Ipasa ang Senate version, RBH 6, authored by the Senate President. The House of Representatives will adopt it. Sabi ni Speaker, blood compact pa. Para walang duda-duda na kung anong klaseng version pa. Version na nila, economic provision. So, by there, ang conclusion, patay yung People's Initiative. Unahan na natin. Magsama tayo, Senate and House, let us pass those amendments which our country badly needed.
Jo, I totally agree with you, no? Ang masasabi ko lang, pag pinasa po ng Senado ang RBH 6, I hope they do it with a sense of urgency. Pag nag-commit naman sila, sigurado naman tatrabahuhin sana nila. Hindi naman pwedeng sasabihin magko-commit po kami pero uupuan namin and we will take our time. There are times that we have to work with a sense of urgency and this is one of them. Our country needs reforms and we should work with a sense of urgency. And definitely, we should not operate with the dynamics of fear. Irrational fear is never a valid motive to deal with our job dito sa legislation.
I-add ko lang, ano yung urgency? Everybody knows. In each administration, if you embark on this kind of proposal, amending the Constitution, yung second half pala na yun eh. Kasi lahat is thinking of another administration. Everybody is in the mindset, if we would want to make this happen and not get left behind for another 6 years, we have to do it now. Kailan po yung now? Feb, March. Bakit? Magpa-filing ng October eh. Lahat yan, busy na sa kampanya. Kung nabibisi nga sa investigasyon, what more for their national campaign? They will be embarking already, going around. So ano pa yung timeline natin? So we have to do it now. You don't do it July, August, September, because that is already the election fever. The election fever will be there already. So, we pass it now. Active version na nga nila. Hindi na kami magkikipagdebate sa kanila. Ano yung mga economic provision na pinopose ni Senate President, authored by the other senators? Okay na, pasa nyo na. Gusto nyo i-transmit nandito February, okay na kami. Para matapos na kasi medyo masakit yung mga akusasyon, whether may politika dyan, we want to perpetuate, somebody wants to perpetuate himself in power, nandun po yung version namin. RBH 6 namin, nandun po. Walang political dun eh. It's an open record. They can check the records of the Senate. It's open. They can check even previous Congress, RBH number 2. Economic po yun lahat. Walang political. So, let us not mislead the Filipino people. No? Let us show to our country that we are one. Pass RBH 6, everything else will be dead in the water.
Yeah, and can I just add, I just feel a little bit slighted by some of the comments of our dear colleagues in the Senate. Alam mo, siguro kalahati sa kanila, I can be wrong with a specific number, used to be congressmen. And when they were congressmen, every speaker that ever sat in this August chamber fought for constitutional reform. They supported the position of the speaker when they were part of Congress. How come now, na senators na sila, all of a sudden, tumetenga yung constitutional reform? Nasa na yung posisyon nila nung congressman sila? Bakit nagbago? Ilang attempts na po ito ng 19th Congress? 302 congressmen sent RBH 6 to them. But yung measure ni Senator Padilla, hindi man lang umangat sa committee level. So I'm trying to digest now, is Senate really sincere with changing, improving, and upgrading our Constitution? Because if they are, then they should have done it. And itong mga fierce talks about power and politics, wala to. Wala to. Kasi kung talagang sincero sila, at ito, hindi lang Congress ang nagsabi nito. NEDA chief na nagsabi, we need economic reforms. DOF has stated, we need to lift restrictions. Even the foreign community group of investors, we need to improve the economic situation in our country by restricting foreign direct investments. What other evidence do we need? So now I think it's really up to the Senate to prove to the Filipino people that they are sincere and consistent with their position.
Meron pa because pasensya po kasi we have a committee on rules meeting every Tuesday, 2 o'clock. Yeah. Okay lang ba si yung mga deputy speaker maiwan. So I can attend to the Committee on Rules. Kaya naman nila eh. Alam naman nila yung stand ng House. Okay, thank you.
May I? It's hard to read the good senator's intentions, but my personal opinion is that it is a waste of time. Really, it's moot and academic because the COMELEC has already stated its position for the PI to stop. So I think we would rather, well, it would be better if the Senate focuses its time and attention dun sa RBH 6 if they're really intent and sincere to push for constitutional reforms. Yes.
Yes, I would like to echo the sentiments of Congresswoman Geraldine. Yes, it's a circus. I mean, mutin academic na eh. Nag-rule na yung COMELEC kahapon. NBank, suspended na muna yung signatures. So technically, yung People's Initiative, wala na yun. So I mean, why have a hearing, diba? Why don't we move forward already? When this has been set aside, let's move forward with the Senate bill. Let's move forward with the House resolution, just so that we can push the discussion faster. Kasi another stumbling block na naman to na ginawa ng Senate para umusad na naman yung diskusyon sa charter amendments. So I hope it's not a political strategy that they're employing to delay discussion on charter amendments, coming up with all sorts of reasons again to na di umano kaya ganito, di umano kaya ganyan. So sana sa akin, isipin na muna natin yung kalagayan ng ating bansa at pag-usapan natin yung talagang kinikailangan ng mamamayang Pilipino.
Tsaka kung napanood nyo, kung napanood nyo yung start ng hearing, pinapakita lahat si Speaker, no? Alam mo, si Speaker palagi pinapakita, yung PI, pero sa totoo lang po, no? Kami pong mga congressmen, congresspersons, during break, halos wala po dito sa bansa ang mga congressmen. Ako, like for example, ako, dumating po ako January 13 na. Pero nalaman ko na lang po yung mga signature na yun. Talagang yung mga taong bayad, sila mismo nagpipirma. Number 2, yung may gastos yung gobyerno, wala pong, ako sa distrito ko, ni 5 and other districts, wala pong humingi ng pera, hindi kami nagbigay ng pera. Lalong-lalo na yung pera ng kaban, wala po kami binigay dyan. Kaya ang ano ko po dyan, tigilan na po yan. Ang tanong ko po, ano talaga ang gusto nyo? Mga senador, mahal ko po kayo, kami po mga congressman, kaya we are co-equal. Ano po talaga gusto nyo? Gusto nyo bang ibasa yung RBH 6 o hindi? Sabihin nyo lang po yung totoo para alam natin. Yung PI, naka-stop na po. Kaya kung pwede po, itigilan natin to. Puro yung pamimili ng signature ang pinadidiscuss nila sa Senado. At ngayon, nandun si Congressman Marcoleta. Si Congressman Marcoleta, in-explain niya. During the time of Belmonte, si Speaker Belmonte, pumasa. During the time of Speaker Lord, pumasa. During the time of Speaker Romualdez now, pumasa. Ano nangyayari sa Senado? Dinidedma. Yan ang sinabi ni Congressman Marcoleta. Ano ba talaga gusto nyo? Kaya pag si Congressman Marcoleta ay nagsasalita, sinisegue nila yung issue. Dinadala nila sa mga nakatakip na mukha. Doon nila binabato yung tanong. So ako po simple lang, ano ba talaga ang gusto nyo para matapos po tayo?
Actually, just to add to what SDS Dong mentioned, I was following the hearings in the morning. But when they started to control the discussions, when Congressman Dante Marcoleta and former Congressman Pido Garbin were explaining at pinuputol, hindi binibigyan ng pagkakataon makatapos ng kanilang ipinapaliwanag, ay sabi ko, tapos na to. Wala na to, hindi na to para sa katotohanan. Iba na ang hinahabol nitong hearing na ito.
Yes, JJ Suarez, napapanood ko nga paano nakakat. And I really thought there was this thing about interchamber courtesy. Parang joke lang ho to, no? Parang ang interchamber courtesy only exists pag election time at kailangan tayong mga congressional districts. Joke lang po yun, ano ho?
Pero ako walang papasalamat kahit may word ka na dumating si Congressman Marcoleta doon. At least, nasabi niya yung side ng House of Representatives. Sige, tuloy mo.
So, ayun po, sana it's time to walk the talk. Yun ang pananawagan namin sa aming mga colleagues sa Senado. Walk the talk. Kung talagang desidido kayo dun sa constitutional reforms na nakasaad dun sa RBH 6, trabahuin na natin. Huwag na tayo mag-aksaya ng panahon. Make it happen.
None at all. None at all. I mean, like personally, my family and I were out of the country. Latter part of December up until the first week of January. So, walang utos po sa amin. Tulad ng isinasalaysay di umano sa hearing na ginawa sa Senado. So, I don't know. I think that's some make-believe story that they're trying to create, no? So, of course, I'm speaking from my point of view.
DS Suarez and members of the press, let us not undermine the capacity of civic organizations to organize themselves and to unite for a certain cause. Kung pumasok man kami sa eksena ng mga kongresista, ulitin ko, Article 17, Section 2 of the Constitution states, and this is very explicit, the Congress shall provide means for the implementation, the exercise of this right. But in the case of my district and so many districts, we are perfectly aware of the nature of this exercise. As the name clearly indicates, it is a people's initiative. And we are aware that it has to be as organic as possible. It would defeat the purpose of this initiative kung kami makikialam, kami magpupush, kami magbabayad. Hindi kami tanga. Actually, marami mga nagtatanong sa akin, ma'am, dahil man lang pa-juice kayo dyan o ano. Nagtatanong, wala ba kayo dyang intention? Sabi ko, bakit ako magbibigay? Hindi naman ako nag-initiate niyan. Let it come from the people. Let it be as organic as possible and let the people be heard. Yun lang naman ang aming punto de vista dyan. At sino ba naman kami para hindi pakinggan ang tinig ng aming mga constituents? I think this is also an exercise in humility. Kasi we, in Congress, 300 plus kami. We are in direct interaction, engagement with our constituents. We know the nitty-gritty of things. We listen halos on a daily, lahat, problema, tubig, kuryente, pang-graduation anak, pang-uniform, lahat. We are not on ivory towers trying to call the shots and determining the fate of the nation based on a privileged situation that we would want to perpetuate. Hindi po kami ganon. And definitely, we're not out there to eradicate the Senate as an institution. We respect the Senate and we are part of Congress, both houses. It really saddens me to see na parang nagkakaroon ng division based on an issue na isa lang naman ang hangarin, which is constitutional reform. At let us not demonize constitutional reform. This has been an issue that has been going on ad perpetuum and ad nauseam, and it's time to act on it. Yung lang naman po.
Ako naman, kung napanood niyo si Joey Salceda kanina sa Head Start, hindi naman siguro napipikon si Congressman Salceda kasi we are number 2. Yung ibang bansa, nagbukas na ng ekonomiya, tayo na lang ang nakasarado. walang political, it's more on economic provisions. Kaya kung napanood yung si Congressman Salceda kanina, medyo buntik na silang hindi naman nagaway. Yung boses ni Karen Davila, iba na eh. May pinipilit, pero ito si Congressman Salceda, ang pinipilit niya kung paano tayo maging competitive in terms of ekonomiya. So we need investors, nakabukas na yung iba, tayo nakasarado pa. So yun lang po.
Sino nagsabi na spokesperson ng president ba? Si SP. Okay, I think yung nature noong conversation, dapat ang presidente mismo mag-approach sa House kung totoo nga yung sinasabi ni SP. I'm not going to doubt his credibility. But I think that's a conversation that went on between the two of them. And kung meron man papahiwatig ang Pangulo sa House, I'm sure paparating na diretso sa Speaker. Magkasama nga sila ngayon sa Vietnam eh. Hindi na ito tatawid yan sa pamamagitan ni SP Zubiri, with all due respect.
Kung meron man kayong mga komento tungkol sa mga isyong ito, maaari kayong magbigay ng mga reaksyon sa comment section na makikita sa ibaba ng bidyong ito. Maraming salamat, at kung ikaw ay interesado ng mga bidyong tulad nito, mangyaring suportahan ang channel na ito sa pamamagitan ng pagpindot ng like, pag-share ng mga video, at kung bago ka pa lang sa channel na ito, please subscribe sa channel na ito at pindutin ang notification bell at piliin ang all upang maabisuhan ka para sa mga paparating pang mga videos.